Hey, how's it going? I'm Mr. Deadman, and welcome to Rant and Chill. On this channel, I like to chill and talk about Japanese metal. Now, the bands I usually talk about are Baby Metal, Love Bites, Nemephilus, sometimes Bandmate, or Kacherik Spin. You know, I talk about a lot of different bands, but sometimes I like to rant and chill and hang out, play video games. Now, if you like that sort of stuff, feel free to subscribe and check out the other videos. In this video, we're going to be talking about Baby Metal. We're exploring a Baby Metal song, and this one, maybe I shouldn't explore. Maybe this one's best to be left alone, some people would say. What is the song? Well, of course, you already know by looking at the title here. Onedari Daisakusen. Onedari Daisakusen. Okay? This song, when I looked into it, I was like, ooh, it kind of reminded me of when I used to listen to Rammstein and would look at the lyrics like, ooh, I don't know if I want to know about this. Okay? But I'll say, I think the people who have some really strong opinions of a particular type may have the wrong idea. We're going to talk about that here. So, Onedari Daisakusen translates to Beg Dad For It Operation. Okay? And it was a song on their original studio album. It was also released on the Megasune limited edition single back in 2013. They did debut it live before that in 2012, October 2012, for the Legend 1 show. And like I said, we're going to go into what the song actually means. And I will say, it's like, this is a good track to start with. You know, maybe not. Actually, technically, I started with Elevator Girl, didn't I? Okay. So, if you haven't heard this song, definitely check it out. I do highly recommend it. The song itself is fine. The song itself is really good. If you like rap metal, if you like the rap metal, new metal rap stuff, if you like that, then you're gonna like it. Okay. And it starts off with some Japanese percussion stuff, some brooding synths. Then the main drum kicks in. Then we have the guitars churn. The bass adds thick line. And the girls, they're dancing and they're rapping. Dancing and rapping. And then the chorus comes in. And when the chorus comes in, everything rests for a little bit. You know, all the instruments pretty much stop except for, well, obviously the drum a little bit. And there's some nice, like, pop elements there. Some, like, pop sounds. That's kind of nice. And then we get back into the groove of it. The girls, once again, rapping. Now, there's a mid part of the song, the bridge, some, I believe, call it, where I was like, whoa, that sounds like Limp Bizkit. No, it doesn't just sound like Limp Bizkit. It actually is Limp Bizkit. They actually sampled My Generation from Limp Bizkit in the midsection of the song. And it is one for one legit. You can hear it. There's a whole website dedicated to who sampled what. Okay, there's that. It's like, oh yeah, that's undeniable. They definitely did that. Which, I mean, obviously, they probably paid something to include that. So, I mean, I'm sure it's done legally. So that's how I could really describe the song if you haven't heard it before. Okay? And I do like it, but it's not my favorite Baby Metal track. It would probably be one of my least favorite. Yeah. I mean, the rap metal stuff, I kind of said this before in a live show. When I hear Baby Metal do rap metal, it's kind of like, okay, like, do we need to do that? Like, why? Granted, BMC is good, but this Onedari Daisakusen, just not a huge fan of. Just not a huge fan of. But what does this song mean? All right, let's not lose focus here. Well, depending on who you ask, Onedari Daisakusen is about spoiled brats, gloating about what spoiled brats do, treating their dad as an ATM. Oh, Dad, can I have some money? Oh, Dad, I need a new phone. Oh, a new phone for better pictures to take better selfies with. It's like this song is also, you could say in that way, is about dads that are weak, that can be easily manipulated, that if you just if you, I don't know, if you give them the slightest compliment, their heart melts and their ego gets boosted just a bit. Don't do anything for the baby girl, right? However, there is another much darker interpretation of this song, an interpretation that is like Rammstein Shinshut levels of dark. Okay? Like, take these lyrics, for example. It starts off as this, well, translates to Tact 1. I flatter more than usual. I give Dad a shoulder massage, and immediately, I love you, Dad. Then, you go, well, what about these lyrics here? Let's go. Beg Dad for it, operation. Make a cute, sulky face, and keep on claiming the strongest, oh, the greatest, oh, Dad is about to be cheated by my angelic smile. Let's go. Beg Dad for it, operation. I will get it in secret from Mom. That's interesting. The strongest, oh, the greatest, oh, I beg. Beg Dad for it, operation. And the most, I think, curious line is this one. I will become your bride, Dad. Okay. You hear this, you're like, well, what's going on here? I mean, you could see where clearly it is about a bratty, spoiled kid doing something, right? Like trying to manipulate their father. Now, what about the very darker interpretation? I mean, I could see that. I could see where they're coming from. Maybe. If they were to look at the lyrics at face value. And by face value, I mean, see these lyrics through the mind of a pervert whose brain is rot from watching too much Coomer videos. Let's just call them that. Of a familiar variety. I mean, if you take the lyrics as they're sung and how they're performed live, it seems like it's honestly about something much more tame. Bratty girls doing what spoiled bratty girls are going to do, right? Or is it bratty girls possessed by demonic forces? You see, this Beg Dad for It operation song wasn't just a baby metal song. Well, it's a baby metal song, but it's a baby metal black song or black baby metal song. And these songs aren't really played anymore. And there's a whole lore around these songs. And the story goes something like this. Moa and Yui somehow became trapped. Assuming that the original album had some songs be kind of like conceptual, be like kind of linked. I don't think that's the case, you know. Someone could, correct me there, maybe inform me. I don't think they really had that plan on this album, but maybe some songs are attached. Maybe Catch Me If You Can somehow relates to this song. Maybe Yuki Yuki Midnight somehow relates to the song, but that song is not an innocent song either. That song we could do a whole video on too. Okay. Whatever the reason though, Moa and Yui become trapped and they become possessed. They become wicked. They become wicked black characters that sing rap music. Wicked black characters that sing rap music? Does that line sound right to you? Well, I mean, that's how it's written in the lore, okay? Wicked black characters that sing rap music, that's what they become. And so, yeah, they're not just bratty, spoiled brats. They're demonic spoiled brats, okay? And when Sue catches up with them, because they don't sing this, Yui and Moa did not sing this with Sue on stage. Sue was not on stage, okay, for a reason. It's part of the show, part of the story, the lore around the band, okay? Moa and Yui were possessed by demonic bratty forces, whatever, making them be like, treat Dad as an ATM. And also Sue comes in, it's like, Sue snaps these girls out from their demonic ways to give Dad a break, a much-needed break, because between Mom and the government, Dad is essentially spent. He doesn't have any money to give, okay? All right? So, no, the song isn't perverted. The song isn't perverted. What are we talking about? I mean, you would have to look at this through, like, really trying to look for that. I mean, let's take the I give dad a shoulder massage and immediately I love you, dad. If you think that's perverted, like a shoulder massage, what's wrong with a shoulder massage? It's a shoulder massage. It's a shoulder massage, and someone like a daughter saying I love you, dad, to her dad. That's appropriate. That's fine. That's fine. What's the twisted thing in this song and these lyrics is clearly the girl is manipulating him and gloating about how effective it is, and pretty much teaching other people how to do it because you just treat your dad as an ATM. But now that one line, "I will become your bride, dad," that is a little weird. But if you look at it in the lens that these girls were possessed in the story of the song, okay, interesting. Now, what do you think about this? What do you think the song means? Do you think it's about spoiled, bratty girls? Do you think it's about something perverted? Or do you think it's about spoiled, bratty girls possessed by demonic forces? What do you think? Let me know in the comments section down below. And you guys take it easy and have a good one.